Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alex. The class we're going to be doing today is a nice twisty and stretchy class and is suitable for beginners. And during this class we're going to move and breathe. There are no props needed, although I am sitting on a block at the moment, but that just works for me. So if you'd like to have a block handy or 2 blocks, please feel free. So we're going to begin this class in a seated position in any which way that works for you, and resting the hands on top of the knees, palms up or palms down, whichever works for you. And whenever you're ready, gently closing your eyes and take a nice deep inhale and let it go. And now settling into the rhythmic flow of your breath as you allow the breath to just move in and out of the body, feeling the belly and the chest rise with the inhales, and with each exhale the belly and the chest sink. Just taking a few moments here to settle into the space and into your body. Taking a moment or two to tune into how you are feeling today. Whatever the day has had for you, it's now the time to leave it off the mat. You have allocated time for yourself today. Use it wisely and use it to benefit you. To benefit the mind, the body, and the soul. And as you practice today, allow your breath to guide you and to teach you. When you notice the breath is very tight and very shallow, perhaps step back a little bit. Don't push so hard into the pose. Maybe take an opportunity to see where your body can actually take you, instead of seeing where you can take your body. And allow your breath to anchor you into the present moment, into the here and the now, into the class and into your body. And taking in an inhale, and as you exhale, gently opening the eyes again, releasing your hands down towards the mat. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Inhale, open out into cactus arms. And as you exhale, we'll work with the right arm on top of the left arm for the duration of the breathing this side. From here, inhale, and as you exhale, hollow out your belly, round through the spine, and bring the arms and cross them over right on top and find the opposite knee. Inhale, open all the way back out again. Open through the chest, and then exhale, round. Inhale, open out. Exhale, round. It's a variation of cat and cow. Inhale again, open up. And exhale, round. Last one, inhale. And exhale again, round. Hollow out the belly, chin to chest, holding here. Inhale, raise the right arm all the way up to the ceiling, and as you exhale, take it down behind you and gaze over the right shoulder as you lengthen through the spine. And breathe here. Reaching the right arm all the way up to the ceiling, and exhale and fold over lengthening out through the right side body. Inhale and exhale, right hand comes down back onto the left knee. From here, lifting both arms up, we'll cross into eagle arms. So wrapping the elbows and pushing the elbows in towards each other as you feel the stretch across the top of the back. Inhale in as you exhale, taking the elbows down again towards the belly, round through the spine. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, round in. And lift back up. 3 more times at your own pace. And last round. Inhale, lift all the way back up again, and again focus on pushing the elbows in towards each other as you tuck the chin ever so slightly down towards the chest, feeling the stretch as well through the back of the neck. Inhale, release the arms, taking them wide, open up the chest again and lower the arms down to the sides. We're going to change the cross of the legs around as we do the other side. Inhale again, reach the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, open up. This time the left arm will be on top. And as you exhale, hollow out the belly, chin to chest, arms reach for the opposite knee, left on top. Inhale, open out. Exhaling, round in. Again, pulling the belly into the spine, chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more rounds. The last one. And exhale and hold here for a moment. Inhale, reach the left arm, take it all the way up to the ceiling and then down behind you as you gaze over the left shoulder, spine tall. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the ceiling and fold over. And lengthen through the left side, breathing into the left side ribs. Taking the left hand down to the right knee, crossing the arms again and then slowly bringing the arms into eagle arms. Elbows to shoulder height, pushing the elbows in towards each other. Hold here for a moment. Inhale and exhale, elbows in towards the belly. Inhale, lift up. Exhaling in. 3 more rounds, going at your own pace. And last round. Coming back up and again, lengthen the chin down towards the chest, pushing the elbows in towards each other. Slowly releasing, and we'll inhale, reach the arms all the way up, open wide, and lower the hands down to the mat. From here, finding your way onto all fours. So if you're seated on a block, moving the block out the way. And once you are in your all fours, tucking your toes will push the hips all the way up into downward dog. And if you'd like to, for your first dog of the class, you can walk your dog and bend your knees. So you can choose the speed that you would like to move your dog at. You can either walk slowly or quickly, whichever works for you. But each time you bring the heel down towards the mat, feeling the stretch along the back of the leg. And just alternating, moving. And coming back to stillness. From here, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Here, turning the heels towards the left side of your mat. And then keeping the head between the arms, feeling the stretch all the way along the right side body. Inhale, lift up onto the balls of the feet, back to center, and then take the heels to the right hand side. And again, feel the stretch along the left side body. Inhale, lift back up onto the balls of the feet. Lower the feet down towards the mat wherever you can in your dog. And then we'll walk the feet slowly to the top of the mat, however you get there. Inhale, lifting up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend through the knees, and bring the top of the head down towards the mat. Hold here for a few breaths. Inhale, raise the left arm up to the ceiling as you straighten the left leg any amount, feeling the stretch up the back of the leg. Holding here and breathing. Again, working with your body, not against it. Allow the stretch to be as intense as is comfortable for you. And then slowly lower the left hand down, rebend the left knee. Inhale, straighten the right knee as you raise the right arm to the ceiling. Slowly lower the right hand all the way down to the mat. Tuck the chin in towards the chest and slowly roll all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms to the ceiling, and then taking hold just underneath the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, lengthen through the right side body, and exhale and fold over to the left side. Again, lengthen through your side body. Slowly coming back to center, release the left hand. Right hand to just underneath the left wrist, lift up to the ceiling and then slowly fold over. Coming back to center, slowly release the arms all the way down to your sides. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Stepping back to plank and hold your plank. And push your mat away from you. Belly engaged, legs engaged. And if plank isn't accessible, coming down onto your knees or your forearms. From here, inhale and exhale all the way down into your belly, however you get there. And tuck the toes, inhale, chest lift. Lower down, tuck your toes, pushing up, downward dog. And keep pushing your hips up to the ceiling. And if the calves are very tight, bend the knees so that you can lift the hips to the ceiling. It's not necessary for the heels to be down on the mat. It's not one of the objects of downward dog. But hips up to the ceiling, lengthening through the back of the legs is where we want to be. The end of your next exhale, stepping or walking your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands to the heart. Keeping the hands at your heart, bring the weight onto the right leg. Slowly float the left foot off the mat. Left foot is active in the stork pose. If you have wobbles or fall out of it, embrace it and come back to it. No right, there's no wrong, no need to be perfect. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee, extend the left arm out behind you. If you can, gaze towards the left fingertips, otherwise keep gazing forward. From here back to center, we'll slowly release the right hand to the mat and extend the left leg out behind you. Half moon, turning the left toes away from you. Left arm up to the ceiling. And if you need to, you can use a block here to support you in your half moon. Bend through the right knee, place the left foot on the mat. Behind you, come to warrior two. Reach the fingertips away from each other. Fingertips are reaching, right fingertips in front of you, left behind you, right knee bent. Inhale, straighten the right knee as you raise the right arm to the ceiling and bring the left arm down behind you. Down on the outer edge of the left leg for your reverse triangle. Inhale, we'll come to center. Extend the right fingertips forward and reach down to the inside of the right leg. Left arm up to the ceiling. Open the chest. There's no need to bring the hand down to the foot. What we're aiming for is the chest open and lifted. Inhale, lifting all the way back up again. From here, we'll turn the right toes same direction as the left. Bring the heels in towards each other as you turn the toes out. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Lengthen, exhale, bend. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Coming into your goddess pose. As you sink the hips low, open through the chest. Without crunching the shoulder blades together, but keeping the chest wide and open. Inhale and exhale, both hands come down on top of the knees. We'll take the right shoulder as if we heading it towards the left knee and turn and gaze over the left shoulder. So still keeping the spine upright. Just angling the right shoulder in the direction of the left knee. Twisting. Inhale, move to center. Exhale, angle the left shoulder in the direction of the right knee as you gaze over the right shoulder. Keeping the knees pushing out. They love to collapse inward when you take your attention off them. Inhale, slowly return to center. Turn the right toes to the top of the mat. Bring the hands down to the mat. Come to a lunge. From here, stepping the left foot to meet the right foot at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling, lengthen, and hands to the heart. Weight comes onto the left leg as you float the right foot off the mat. Finding your stork pose on the left leg, foot is active. And then taking the left hand to the outside of the right leg, reach the right arm out behind you. If you can, turn and twist and gaze over the right fingertips or keep gazing forward. It works one side for me, but not the other. Inhale, bringing the right arm all the way back to center. We'll send the right leg out behind us, the left hand down to the mat, to the floor, to your block. Turn the right toes away from you. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Finding your half moon. Bend through the left knee, place the right foot on the mat behind you, parallel to the short edge of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, warrior two. When you focus and concentrate too hard, often it doesn't work. Do things as the moment arises. The left knee is bent. Again, fingertips reaching away from the midline of the body. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Reach the left arm to the ceiling, all the way up and over. Right arm down behind you. Inhale back to center, and then extend the left fingertips forward, reaching them on the inside of the left leg. Right arm up to the ceiling, open the chest. And if you do find your chest closing, then just lift the arm all the way up. As I say, we don't need the hand on the floor. Inhale, lift all the way back up, arms out to the side. Turn the left toe same direction as the right. Move the heels in towards each other. Inhale. Lift the arms, exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Sink and go where you can. Slowly release the hands down on top of the knees. Inhale. Left shoulder comes towards the right knee as you gaze over the right shoulder. And focus on keeping the knees pushing out. Feet are grounded. Inhale to center. Exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale slowly to center, turning the left toes to the top of the mat, coming to your runner's lunge. And from here, this time we'll step the left foot back behind us, coming into downward dog. And take a moment here to come back to your breath, to each inhale and each exhale. We're going to step the right foot to the top of the mat, coming to a lunge. And then from here, slowly, with the left toes still pointing to the top of the mat, slowly lift yourself all the way up for your high lunge, reaching the arms to the ceiling. And if you can either keep the palms together or palms apart, whichever works for your shoulders. And if you want to, you can have a slight bend in the left knee as well. But keep the ball of the left foot pushing into the mat for your high lunge. Inhale, if your hands are together, separate them. And as you exhale, slowly fold over the right thigh. So just hinging at the hips as you're folding forward, keeping the arms in line with the ears. High lunge, arms extended forwards. Feeling the core working here. Inhale, exhale, sweep the arms out behind you. Reach the fingertips for the back of the mat. Inhale, sweep the left arm forward, lift the chest all the way back up again and gaze over the right shoulder. The twisted reverse warrior. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Pivot on the ball of the left foot. And then from here, lower the left arm down behind you. Right arm up and over for your reverse warrior. Keeping the right knee bent. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back to center. Coming to your warrior two, holding here. Gaze towards the right fingertips. Inhale and exhale, lower the right forearm down onto the right thigh and reach the left arm up and over. Modified side angle. Right shoulder is strong and active. Keeping it away from the ear, so not allowing anything to collapse in. Inhale, exhale, left hand all the way down onto the mat in line with the right toes. Pivot on the ball of the left foot and then slowly reach the right arm up to the ceiling for a twisted lunge. Inhale and exhale, right hand comes down onto the waist, look towards the top of your mat. We're going to slide the left fingertips away from us. Bring your weight onto your right leg and onto your left hand. Lifting the left foot off the mat, toes pointing to the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the ceiling for your revolved half moon. And again, if you need a block, then using it underneath the left hand. Lower the right hand all the way down to the mat, coming to your warrior three. So you can either keep your hands on the mat or bring them to your heart, challenging your balance. Keep lifting through the left leg. Bend through the right knee, place the ball of the left foot back onto the mat, come back to your lunge. Step it back, downward dog. And again, come back to your breathing. We'll now step the left foot to the top of the mat. Slowly lift yourself all the way up, reaching the arms to the ceiling. Lengthen. Inhale, separate the hands, and as you exhale, hinging from the hips, taking the weight onto the left leg The left thigh and the glute should be working, and the arms sort of in line with the ears. Inhale and exhale, sweep the arms out behind you. Reach the fingertips for the mat behind you. Chest open. Inhale, sweep the right arm forward and gaze over the left shoulder as you lift the chest. Twisted reverse warrior. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Pivot on the ball of the right foot. And then slowly lower the right hand down behind you, coming into reverse warrior. You can either gaze over the right shoulder up towards the left fingertips or underneath the left arm, wherever feels comfortable for your neck. Inhale to warrior two. So lengthening out the arms. Sinking maybe a little deeper into the front knee if you can. Grounding the outer edge of the right foot into the mat. Inhale, exhale, left forearm onto the thigh, reaching the right arm up and over. Inhale, exhale, right hand comes down into the mat. Lift up onto the ball of the right foot and then send the left arm to the ceiling. Twisted lunge. Lower the left hand down to the waist, look towards the top of the mat. Slide the right fingertips away from your weight, comes onto the left leg. Revolved half moon as you lift the right leg off the mat. Reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Slowly lower the left hand down to the mat. Invitation again here to either keep the hands on the mat or float them off and bring them to your heart as you focus on lifting the right leg. Warrior three. Bend through the left knee, place the ball of the right foot on the mat behind you, come back to your lunge, step it back, downward dog. Inhale, roll into plank. Bend your knees almost to the mat. Push the hips back. Straighten the knees, downward dog. Roll into plank. Bend the knees almost to the mat. Push the hips back. Straighten the knees. Roll into plank. Bend the knees. Push back. Roll into plank. Bend the knees, this time all the way to the mat, and come into your child's pose. Wherever your child's pose finds you today, just let it be, let it rest there. There is no specific way to be in your child's pose, just wherever works for you. So you can either have the arms out in front of you, arms bent, the forehead resting on the back of the hands, arms at your sides, hips towards the heels, hips up in the air, on your forearms, just wherever you are able to come back to your breath. And then when you are ready, coming up and out of your child's pose, and you can remain there for the rest of this class if you'd like to. Choice is yours. From here we're going to bring the legs out in front of us. And you can either keep the knees slightly bent depending on the length of your hamstrings. If your hamstrings are very tight, then just leaving the knees slightly bent. Doing a forward fold from here. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling as you lengthen. And as you exhale, reaching forward again wherever you can be. Inhale again before you go down, lengthen the spine that little bit extra. And then slowly lower the nose down towards the knees. Again, wherever you can be, holding on to the shins or even arms just resting on the mat. Just go where you can. And what we are aiming for is a stretch along the lower back all the way up. More than a hamstring stretch, which is why I normally like to keep my knees slightly bent. And as I fold forward, I feel the stretch all the way from the lower back, all the way up. Take a few moments here. Releasing your hold, we'll lift the chest away from the thighs. Take the left hand to the outside of the right leg and bring the right palm on top of the left. Inhale, reach the arms, or reach the right arm all the way behind you as you gaze towards the right fingertips. With a twist. Inhale, take the right arm all the way up to the ceiling and reach it as if you're trying to reach your toes but without collapsing the chest. We still want to open along the right side body. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower the right hand all the way down to the mat. Take the right hand now to the outside of the left leg, left palm on top. Inhale. Reach the left arm behind you as you turn and twist and gaze towards the left fingertips without pushing the hip forward. Inhale, left arm comes up to the ceiling, and then exhale, reaching it for the left toes. Slowly lower the left hand all the way down. And then inhale, reach both arms all the way up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, hollow out your belly, slowly coming down. And you come down to about your shoulder blades and hold here. And if your core is strong enough, see if you can float the feet off the mat. Otherwise, stay where you are. And to intensify, open the arms to the sides. Slowly bring it all the way back, arms back. Lower the feet to the mat. Release your head down to the mat, side up. And then slowly bend the knees as you bring the knees into your chest and hug them. And you can rock a little bit from side to side as you massage your kidneys and lower back. Coming back to stillness, we'll extend the arms out at shoulder height. I prefer palms down. From here, inhale, take the legs down towards the right hand side, but before you lower them down to the mat, bring them back up to center. Working with your core over to the left hand side. Lift back up to the right again. Lift back up to the left. And back up. A couple more times each side. And the next time the legs are down to the left hand side, lower them all the way down onto the mat and allow them to rest here. And then turn and gaze towards your right fingertips. And if you'd like to, you can bring the left hand on top of the right knee to encourage the knee to drop gently down towards the left knee without forcing anything. And breathe here. Inhale, releasing the left hand all the way back up to the mat, onto the mat, lifting the knees up back to center and over to the right hand side as you lower the legs to the right hand side and gaze towards the left fingertips. And again, if you'd like to, you can hold on to the outside edge of the left knee and encourage the knees to be together and breathe deeply. Releasing the right hand back down to the mat slowly. Again, bring the knees all the way back up to center. We'll lower the feet down to the mat. Extend the legs and lower the arms down towards your sides as you prepare for Shavasana, for your corpse pose. And separate the legs, allowing your feet to flop open to the sides. Your arms are slightly away from the sides of the body as the palms face the ceiling. Take some slow and deep breaths all the way down into the belly as you feel your belly rise. And as you exhale, sink deeper into your mat. And allow your muscles to soften, to relax and to release. And thank your body for all the hard work it has done today and for what you have accomplished in your practice. You can either remain longer in your corpse pose, or if you are ready, coming out by slowly rubbing your thumb tips over your fingertips, moving your toes and turning your head slowly from side to side. And take your arms out overhead, have a nice big stretch, tensing all your muscles and release. And then bring the knees into the chest and hug them. Roll over onto your right side. And whenever you are ready, coming up seated. Bringing the hands to your heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you.